Greetings everyone and happy Sunday. Coach Barry here, obviously, to talk about our training for our week ahead. All right, let's get cracking. 531 has kicked off with a bang. Everybody did a fantastic job getting their app set up and following suit. In regards to catching up with the program, if you want to make up a lift maybe you missed, just communicate with the coach and they'll pop you in a spot to be able to make that happen for you. All right, cool. Monday we got our shoulder press fives, then followed by that little nugget there of gymnastics and running. That pull-ups into the handstand push-up is going to be a really delightful snack as the rounds go on. So we're looking at about a 10 to 15 minute time domain there. Maybe a little less if you're proficient at those gymnastics movements. They are both kipping, so they're not indicated strict. So the handstand push-up and the pull-up are both kipping. You can do strict if you want, but it is kipping. And obviously we'll scale the movements as needed. Accessory, dumbbell lateral raise, really isolating those shoulders. Tuesday, love this one. This is a slow grind for the mind, all right? Calories on your machine, whatever you'd like. And then we're gonna do a 25-yard kind of shuttle with our farmer carry. Every time you do a 25-yard increment is 1 repetition. So we will score those. We're looking at about 6 to 8 rounds. Back squat, we're on to our 3s on Wednesday. And then a very high octane WOD, pedal to the metal. We're looking for sub 10 minutes on that. Wall ball, light power snatches from the ground. That is sure to be something else. And then upping that volume, like I indicated last week, 50 GHD sit-ups. Thursday, a nice little in-house benchmark WOD. It requires some relaxation during an elevated high heart rate. Many of you probably have a score for this, so there's 2 options. It's just the volume of the double unders is the only thing. Okay, so 30 for regular cardio and 60 for the cardio max. We're looking for 12 to 17 minutes, depending on which one you choose there. We're going to compare that to back in April, all right, about 2 years ago. And then finally on Friday, bench press, we're on our 3s. And then, we're not going to score anything that day for the WOD. We're going to do an email. We'll get in a group, and we'll just kind of do this little can't fit through the doorway type of day. So we'll hit up some dumbbell bench press, some ring rows, a little bit of a bout on the ski or the row to get some pulling in, and then we'll rest. All right, so we'll get in a little group with friends there. And our accessory work, up in the volume, like I said, for accessory. Last week was 60, this week's 80, and next week will be 100. All right, cool. All right, hope you all have a wonderful week. Hopefully the Phillies can stay red hot. Really enjoying watching them. All right, rock on.